When I was a young boy, one of the jobs my parents gave me was to weed the garden. I didn't like weeding the garden, but I came to realize the reason they gave me the job of weeding the garden was because they didn't like to weed the garden either. Nobody likes to weed a garden, but here's what I found. Most people like a beautiful garden, but we have to weed the garden in order to keep it beautiful. As a matter of fact, in Galatians chapter 5, Paul gives us the fruits of the Spirit that I think most of us want in our lives, and they read like this. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. These are the fruits we want to grow in our lives. But the problem is, we also have weeds. Paul gives us another list just above this list of the fruits, and this list is called the acts of the flesh, or the acts of the sinful nature. He says they are sexual immorality, impurity, debauchery, idolatry and witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions, factions, envy, drunkenness, orgies, and the like. The problem is we want to grow the fruits of the Spirit, but what Paul's telling us is these acts of the sinful nature are contrary to the Spirit, and we need to remove the weeds of the sinful nature in order to grow the fruits of the Spirit. The tendency is when we weed the garden is to just kind of weed the surface, just picking the weeds that we see and removing them from the surface without really digging down deep to get the roots. The problem with a lot of these weeds is the roots can be 6 inches long. And if we don't get down and get the roots out, then it's just a matter of time before the weeds will come back again. Same is true with the sinful nature. If we don't get down to the root of the sin, it's just a matter of time before the weed will come back and grow again. So if we really want to remove the sinful nature in our lives, we have to get down to the root of the sin. Here's another problem. Some of the weeds in the garden or the yard look like a beautiful plant. In fact, kids, they love to pull dandelions and clover flowers to give to their mother. But if these weeds are left unchecked, they will soon spread rapidly and take over the garden, killing the fruit. You see, most of us want joy, peace, love, patience, kindness in our lives, but we're not willing to do the hard work. I invite you down into the dirt to pull the weeds of the sinful nature so that the fruits of the Spirit can grow abundantly.